Hey everyone. Hey everyone. Welcome. I'm Gregory Ricks, host of Winning at Life and founder and CEO of Gregory Ricks and Associates, the Total Wealth Authority. Just sharing a few thoughts of the week, and regular listeners to the show and to my podcast kind of know I'm on this theme about saving tax dollars, being more prudent. Came across an article this week over at Barron's by Elizabeth Olson, and it is talking about workers should contribute to Roth accounts. It said almost all workers. I guess there's an exception maybe where a few shouldn't, but I think all workers should. If we want to make it simple to understand, you should be contributing to a Roth. 8 and 10 retirement plans administered by Vanguard offered a Roth option as of end of 2022. Yet only 17% of participants in such plans took advantage of it. I don't understand why it's not 80 or 90%. Now, Roth accounts were thrust into the spotlight the past few weeks when the Internal Revenue Service delayed by 2 years a requirement that higher earners make age-related catch-up contributions entirely to post-tax accounts, meaning Roth. Yeah, they made some errors and they have to fix it. That's why it's delayed, but some people were thinking that's bad news. I think it's good news because you should be. I'll tell you what I'm personally doing. All my contributions, all my matching, all my contribution in my company plan that, of course, I'm CEO of, so I'm an employee, but all of my contributions go towards the Roth because they're going to tax more in the future. 2.5 years. 2.5 years, taxes are going up. That's kind of the law right now. You think they're going to reduce it? They do spend more than they take in, so think about that. Workers age 50 and over are allowed to make annual catch-up contributions for 2023. The amount is up to $7,500 above the $22,500 cap on 401k contributions. That's your contributions. You do and get matching as well. Starting in 2026, the catch-up contributions must be made to after-tax Roth 401k accounts instead of traditionally tax-deferred 401k accounts. In short, the government is making super savers pay more taxes now while trimming their tax bill in retirement. You may dislike that at present, but in the future, you're going to like having that tax-free money piling up. And here's another thing. Roth accounts are usually considered a good option for young people, but still in a lower tax bracket. Older workers in their peak earning years benefit more from tax-deferred contributions to traditional retirement accounts. Yeah, that's prevailing wisdom, but that isn't so quite black and white. Some experts say many high earners who save a lot in their traditional retirement accounts will be in high tax bracket in retirement. They may come out ahead by paying the piper early and reducing the required minimum distributions from tax-deferred accounts in retirement. There's numbers I've been sharing lately in some of my learning classes that we're holding monthly at the Learning Center at Gregory Ricks and Associates, the Total Wealth Authority. But, an example, in one of the tax learning events, had a gentleman at the end on the Q&A ask, he's 70, and he asked, should I consider converting to a Roth? And I paused for a moment. I said, yeah. For most people, you've got, if you think your life is short at 70, for most people, you're probably living to 90. But think about this. I'm going to give you some numbers here as an example. Let's say somebody age 60 with a 20% tax liability. Let's say they're IRA's worth 500,000 and growing at 5% annually. Money from the RMDs are not used for income and are reallocated to other financial vehicle earning taxable growth at 5% annually. And let's say the account holder lives to age 90. So here's kind of what the bill looks like for you over that 30 years. Taxes paid on RMDs at withdrawal, $191,270. Taxes paid on growth of reallocated assets, $95,826. Taxes paid by heirs on remaining IRA value at death, $164,755. Total taxes paid over that time period, $451,862. And once again, he asked the question, should I consider Roth converting to a Roth at my age? Well, based on 20% tax bracket, if he converted the whole $500,000 now, that's a $100,000 tax bill. That's a $351,000 tax savings over 30 years. Then you have that money compounding. That's simple math. Everybody's situation is different, but I'm also assuming this isn't all of his money, but 500,000 might be a big chunk of his situation. So yeah, we should be putting money into Roth. We should look at how we're doing it. Have some of your savings in a after-tax. Roth dollars gives you more flexibility as long as certain conditions are met. Roth withdrawals don't count towards your taxable income. Tapping after-tax dollars to help meet your living expenses may allow you to stay in lower tax bracket and avoid paying higher Medicare Part B and Part D premiums required of a single person making more than $97,000 a year. What's more, Roth accounts, unlike traditional 401ks, can generally be passed on to beneficiaries free of taxes. Biggest part, somebody goes, well, how can I avoid taxes on my Social Security? Well, they're most likely being impacted by those 401ks and IRAs that they've built up over decades, taking money out, because that's taxable income. What if it's in a Roth? You're probably not being taxed on your Social Security. Here, I've got a tip for you. One last thought here. Well, we could go for a while, but we're going to stick to this right now because I can give you a lot more on Saturday's show that I do from 10 to 1, which is a live show. So David Brown, an associate professor of finance at the University of Arizona, came up with a general formula for people of all income levels. Add 20 to your age and put that percentage towards your traditional retirement account with the rest towards a Roth. For example, a 40-year-old could contribute 60% to a traditional retirement account and 40% to a Roth. The exact split matters less than socking away some post-tax money, Brown says. If you're 100% traditional, please start doing a Roth. If you don't have a Roth account, open a Roth account. You need the clock. It's kind of a clock attached to it. You need to open it, get a contribution in to start the 5-year clock. Other rules are to take money out, it's got to have been there 5 years, that meaning that clock, and you've got to be really beyond age 59 and a half. But just think of that money compounding. 100 at 7.2%, 100,000 can go to 200,000. So what if you converted 100,000 and then let it percolate for a decade, and let's say it averages 7.2%. It goes to 200,000. Oh, you like that? Well, let it go another 10 years. Now you've got 400,000. How much did you pay taxes on and will ever pay tax? That first 100,000. Hopefully this gives you some motivation today to get that Roth account going. If you need help, you call my office, 504-832-9200. Go to the website, GregoryRicks.com, and see me here on Saturday for Winning at Life with Gregory Ricks. Y'all take care.